Hi guys, today I'm going to speak about updates and changes in Bulk Menu Creator Pro. You can buy this plugin from wpspeedup.eu. I have added more payment options here, so you can now pay with your Google account, Apple account, PayPal or credit card. There is also so forth. But let's go back to the plugin itself. There is also a free version of this plugin that you can find on the WordPress repository, but it contains fewer features, of course. So I have some awesome news for you. We have a pretty cool new feature and some other small updates. Let's start with the smaller things. So there is this quick copy button. It is also part of the free version of the plugin. You just click on it and it will duplicate this menu item with all its settings. Then in the profile menu item, you can now use WooCommerce endpoints. So when you take a look in here, you have this WooCommerce My Account, orders, downloads, and so on. Of course, you have to have activated WooCommerce to see these options in here. Then there is a new possibility to use page ID in a Login and Logout URL. So if you take a look in here, now you are able to use also page ID in here, so it will dynamically change when you change the URL in your page settings. Then there is possibility to use terms filters, taxonomy terms filtering for post type posts. So when you are listing your products, you can list products only from a specific category or any other taxonomy. And then finally the big update. First thing is that you will see this URL suffix on every page, post or custom post type item in the menu, where you can just write some URL hash or some get attribute. And this is good because when you change the URL of the page, it will still work, because previously when you wanted to add some hash or get attribute for filtering or whatever other reason, you had to use custom links, put here the URL of the page, and then at the end of the URL you write this hash. But then when you change the URL of that page, then this link stops working if you forget to change it. So yeah, I think this is pretty helpful. But the main idea why was this created is this one. You see this anchor icon. This is part of Pro plugin, and when you click on this, it will automatically take content from that specific page or post, find all the anchors, and it will list in here. Currently we don't have any anchors in this post, so let's create some. I can show you. We can add some title here, like let's select this one, and you can in advanced menu add this HTML anchor, which is actually ID of the element. So I can write title h1. Then let's say we have another section somewhere in here. We can create some group. Let's set some background of this group, and let's put some text inside, some lorem ipsum, and let's add some anchor also on this one. So this is my group ID, and let's add one more title somewhere in here. So title h2, this will be heading h2, and again we can just put some text below. Okay, now we can save this page. And now when you click on this anchor, you don't need to reload, which is a pretty cool feature also, because you can change the content. When you find out that something is wrong, you can change it. You don't need to save this menu when it is not completed, you can just click on this anchor now, and you will see it will find title h1, it will find lorem ipsum, this group ID, and yeah, there is no h2 because we didn't add anchor in here. So let's add like h2 ID, and when I update this, I can again click on this anchor, and now you can see this one. This is how it looks like. So here you can see titles or some small amount of text that the script can find inside your element. So if you put ID on some group, if this group contains title, then you will see this title in here. If there are multiple titles, you will see both of them, because sometimes we are building some special titles like subtitle that can be, let's say, h5, and it will be about this one. So you don't want to display the first title, but you actually want this one. So that's why you can then select which title you actually want. Don't worry, you can rewrite these titles, you can reorder these items once you add them to the menu. Now you can decide if you want to add all these items to the menu. You can select or deselect them. When you use shift, you can just click on the first one, press and hold shift, click on the last one, and it will select or deselect all the items between these two clicks. So then you just click add selected to the menu, and once it is done, you can see they are nicely added to the menu. As you can see, it is a page, so it is actual link from that page. So if you change the URL, this URL will be changed also in here. Title is custom, and yeah, you can write it in here, and then this new field that I showed you before, this URL suffix, is used to generate this hash. And of course you can reorder them or delete something and so on. So now when we save this, and when we go back to the home page, now you can see in menu you have this navigation, and when I click on title h2, I am scrolled to title h2. So thank you and have a nice day.